Yes, sir.
Thank you, my lord. That's to the court. Brigadier, did you manage to go through that exercise to see, after JJ, further investigations that were done emanating from the content of JJ itself?
Yes, indeed, my lord. So what was covered in JJ, which is not on Exhibit HH, is that at the bottom of page 4 of JJ, my lord, line 3, if I read from line 3 at the bottom, it says, this was important, my lord, because it was collaborated. It says, Mthokoziseni asked Carlos at the hostel, are you sure you really hit him? So this is not contained in the other exhibit, my lord. Now, to collaborate this, and this way international confirmation that this was indeed a contractual killing, my lord. It was then collaborated now in terms of the investigation by A158 by Simpiwe Tabelihle Buthelezi, who alleges that after the incident, both accused 3 and 4 confessed to him for their involvement.
It can be. I've indicated that this witness is allowed to waddle and say whatever that he wants. And he knows that what he's doing now is quite wrong. He's now talking about Simpiwe Buthelezi. And we have been told that is the last witness to come and testify on behalf of the state here. But and the state just seated here, does not call this very own witness to hold. Unless they are going to call that witness, that Simpiwe Buthelezi, to come and testify. But this witness cannot be allowed just drop in names whenever, and names of people whenever he wants. That is totally unprocedural. And in fact, I'm going to request that that aspect of the evidence that is just mentioned now, it should be redacted from the court record.
Mr. Malloy?
We object to what Mr. Advocate Nis is saying, that the state is sitting and not call its witness to order. I don't know what type of law or procedure Advocate Nis is referring to. This is cross-examination. There's no obligation on the state to say anything. Mr. Ramosepele is on the floor and he's asking questions. We cannot be seen to be interfering with the answers that the witness is giving. That's a good place.
Mr. Mano is wrong. He's wrong. For him to say that this witness will continue to talk about hearsay witness on the guise that apparently that information is siphoned from this witness through under cross-examination is wrong. It's basically misleading this court, man. For starters, Mr. Baloyi knows that hearsay evidence is inadmissible, and there is no question that came from Mr. Busipili that actually necessitates him mentioning what he has just mentioned now, that there's a corroboration, that actually there's been a private confession that has been made by a certain Mr. Buthelezi that implicates accused number 3 and the other accused per se. There's no question that comes from Mr. Ramosepele that necessitates that answer, my lord.
Sorry, yeah, fine. Who is Simpiwe Buthelezi?
He is one of the witnesses in the docket, my lord.
Did he testify here?
No, he passed away, my lord, before the proceeding starts.
When did he pass away?
I'll have to look for his death certificate, my lord, in terms of the date. But it was before the proceeding started.
What is he? Is he a policeman? What is he?
No, he's a civilian. He was. The statement says he was known to this accused, my lord.
Was it discovered, the statement?
Yes, it was, my lord.
When was it discovered?
Right at the beginning. When we
Right at the beginning?
Right at the beginning, because his statement, my lord, was taken on the 4th of July 2020. So that was before we even commenced with or started with the first appearance.
Statement sakhe ke uSimpiwe lona ke asifakazi usewashona ke manje esho ke futhi ukuthi wayebazi ke abasolwa sathathwa ngazo i4 zika July 2020 kwangaphambilini kokuthi ke icala leli liqale uqhuba.
Does the state want to leak evidence on the hearsay principle, or you're not going to do that?
Well, I think whenever hearsay evidence was involved, my lord, we have laid the basis and we have indicated which witnesses will be calling.
But not this one.
And we stand by that, my lord, yes. We've not elicited any evidence regarding Simphiwe Buthelezi. All these issues have been elicited with the defense. By the defense, they went into the investigation. They deemed it fit to cross-examine on the investigation itself, and the result was that the investigating officer had to respond to their questions, and now they are laying the blame, at the door of the state.
What was the
They've
question?
made their own bed and they must lie on it.
What was the question, by the way, Mr. Ramosepele? What was the question?
My lord, my question was simply
Yeah.
this. Exhibit HH has already been obtained from
Yeah.
Rapap. What was the reason to go and do HH? Sorry, JJ. And then if there's any difference in HH and JJ with respect to content. And he said, I'll go and look, and then he comes back with a simple answer that answers me. He says, the only additional thing on JJ is this paragraph that says, are you really sure that you hit him? Now, where it comes in to say, Simphiwe then made a corroborative something about accused 3 and 4, that was not emanating from my question. My question was answered.
And your answer, for recapitulate and say, what was your answer?
My lord,
From the question Mr. Ramosepele has repeated, what was your
so
answer?
my answer, my lord, was exactly what he's saying, but I added Simphiwe Buthelezi, my lord, because how I understood the answer, and that's why we adjourned, my lord. The question, it was to say what is it that is contained in exhibit JJ that is not contained here, and what evidence did I then obtain in line with what is contained here. That's how I understood the question, my lord. That is why I then said I will need an indulgence to go through the docket to see whether what was contained here when I was following up, is it supported by evidence in the docket. Hence we asked for that short 10 minutes, 15 minutes adjournment, my lord. Now when I came back, I'm answering the first part which says indeed there is an extra portion in exhibit JJ which is not contained in exhibit HH. And in terms of the investigation, because that's how I understood the question, what is it that I've done with what then will emanate here, if it is here? Then the answer lies with A158. And I was putting into context my to the court to say, what is A158 saying? So I'm answering to the questions that were put to me and the reason for us to adjourn, so that I can brief the court. In terms of the investigation, yes, there is investigation that we did, and what is it that we have done? Because I understood the question to be saying that in relation to the additional information on exhibit JJ. So I was answering in that context, my lord.
Okay, did you interview this very witness, Simphiwe Buthelezi?
Yes.
Who took the statement?
It's me. I commissioned it, my
So
lord.
you spoke to him face to face?
I spoke to him face to face. I interviewed him. I wrote the statement in my writing and I commissioned it. So it was a direct interaction, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Ramosepele.
Le statement lesi ke engisifundayo lana engithi ke sikaSimphiwe umbuzo obuziwe kumina ukuthi kukhona yini okunye okwakutholakala noma ke uma uphenyo uqhubeka ke kwi-information ela ku-JJ njengoba u-JJ kuyi-statement sesibili. Yebo ke ngishilo ke ngathi yebo ila khona ke abuzwa khona ke noma ke kubhaliwe khona ukuthi ke wase uMthokoziseni ebuza uCarlos ukuthi unesiqiniseko yini sokuthi ke umshayile ngaphendula ke mina ke ngathi ke manje kulokho ke kukhona istatement ekuyilesi esika Simphiwe esishoyo ke ukuthi kunalokhu akutshelwa yena uSimphiwe ekutshelwa umsolwa owesithathu kanye nowesine bengiphendula kuloyo mbuzo ebengiwubuzwa.
See, your client wants to speak to you. Yeah. The client wants to speak to you. Hello? Yeah, fine. I'm just saying. No, you can go too.
Assist
Hello?
101. Assist 101.
101. Oh, I see. Okay.
Maybe we can take the longer journey.
You have that case, ne? About hearsay. Proving a statement, etc., etc., etc.
Yes, we will be.
Yeah, you have to fetch it. maybe we should adjourn. Yeah, let's adjourn, come back at 2.
The email says we shouldn't adjourn, my lord.
The image?
The email says we should.
Yeah, this is 1 o'clock. Excuses. Oh, by the way, yeah, they said we don't adjourn, niggas. Right, 2 o'clock then.